question from Jessica. She wanted to know, what are foods that I can eat to help me stay satisfied and full for longer to help her lose weight? So, first thing I want to talk about, a lot of people have a lot of misunderstandings about hunger. So commonly what I see with some people is when they come in, they're confused with hunger with the desire to eat. And so a lot of times people think they're hungry, but in actuality they just have a mental desire to eat. So an easy way to see if you're actually hungry or if you just want to eat is if you start feeling like you want to eat or you're hungry, start doing something else. Get involved in another activity, whether it's doing dishes, doing laundry, doing work if you're at work, going for a walk, doesn't really matter. Get your brain occupied with something else. And then see if those feelings go away. And what will typically happen when you have a desire to eat, you're not truly physically hungry, those feelings will go away pretty quickly when your brain's distracted. As opposed with true signs of physical hunger, usually you're still going to notice those things. So if you start doing work and you're engaged with that, you still feel your stomach kind of grumbling, or you still feel really hungry, or things like that. So the first thing you want to do is make sure, is it true physical hunger? Now, assuming it is real hunger, there's kind of two problems typically we see with people in hunger levels and trying to lose weight. The first one is somebody eats, and within an hour to 2.5 hours, they're hungry again. And when you eat, your food should be lasting you a minimum of 3 to 4 hours before you're getting really hungry and ready to eat again. A lot of times even longer than 3 to 4 hours. So what commonly happens if you find you're getting hungry in that first hour to 2.5 hour mark, there's common problems. The most common one, especially with females, is not enough protein and or not enough fat. And so what you want to do is get a reasonable balance of protein and fat and carbs. And usually, most of the time, there's too much carbohydrates in the meal. So what's a reasonable balance? Well, it's different for everybody and it really depends, but kind of the starting point we get most people to begin with is about 40% of their calories coming from fat, about 30 from protein, and about 30 from carbs. So try getting your meal in that balance and see what happens, and chances are you won't get hungry in that first hour to 2.5 hours. If you are at that balance and you find you get hungry within an hour, hour and a half, you're more than likely not eating enough food. A lot of times people, when they're trying to lose weight, are scared about eating too much food. If you're getting hungry that soon after, probably not getting enough. So that's kind of scenario one we see. Scenario number two is that people just aren't used to being at the right levels of hunger. Most people in our society, due to a lot of different factors, major one being food marketing, associate negative things with hunger. Hunger is something you should avoid. Hunger is something you shouldn't feel. This isn't the case, especially when you're trying to lose weight. When you're trying to lose weight, you want good levels of hunger in between your meals. So very quickly, what normal levels of hunger should feel like. When you eat, you should be eating till you're about 80% full. And then about 30 minutes to an hour after you've eaten, you should feel completely satisfied, no interest in food. As the hours progress after the meal, you should feel your hunger levels slowly beginning to increase, moving from being able to eat if something really good was put in front of you, but you still don't have any desire to eat. And then maybe an hour or so after that, starting to feel a little bit hungry, but you can easily wait an hour or two, and then progressively that hunger increasing until you're really ready to eat and you're very hungry. Most people stop before they hit that point because they think, oh my God, I have to eat right away because I'm getting a little bit of hunger. You want to get into that hunger a bit and get very hungry. Having said that, you don't want to go too far and wait too long. So things you're going to notice from your body if you wait too long on the hunger signals is starting to get weak or shaky. This means your blood sugar levels are dropping a lot. You can't seem to eat enough food once you finally do eat. You can't seem to eat enough food to actually get satisfied, and you just can keep eating and eating and eating. And then finally, if you find you're getting a little bit more hungry, then all of a sudden your appetite actually decreases and goes away. These are all signals that you're getting too hungry. So hopefully that gives you some things you can use, Jessica, that are going to help to make you feel more satisfied and get the right levels of hunger in between meals so that you can get where you want to go with your weight loss. So again, to recap, if you're getting hungry really shortly after you eat, try eating a little bit more protein and fat and getting that reasonable balance. Or if you're getting that balance, you're still getting hungry, try eating a little bit more food. And finally, make sure you're actually getting the right hunger levels and that you're not just getting a little bit scared or a little bit worried as soon as you get a little bit of hunger. So give that a try. If you have any other questions, don't hesitate to ask.